I think with sleep paralysis, I wouldn't, not that I wouldn't want to wake up, obviously I do, but like part of me is like, no, let's ride it out a little bit. Because I think there's something a little bit wrong with me, but besides the point. I think it's fascinating, like that feeling. Maybe because I'm dead inside, that might be what it is, and I get to feel something for once. I'm Justin, and I dreamed episode 1, which is Closer, and I also directed and edited all the episodes of Waking Nightmare. So I've had sleep paralysis a couple times throughout my life, not too many times, but it sort of struck me as like, I love horror, but I never really get scared by things, and sleep paralysis was the one thing that really sent me over the edge. Like, this was something like, this is the most horrific thing I've ever really felt like I was gonna be harmed or hurt or something. So I really became fascinated and wanted to capture it. I don't think we were necessarily going to capture the exact retelling of a dream, because it's a dream, and how could we ever really perfect like something that's intangible and that the brain can't even really remember perfectly and is vague and fuzzy. But what I really wanted to get was this feeling, this energy that you get when you have a nightmare like that, this sort of oppressive, just sort of unlike anything else. You could be so vulnerable and your mind betrays you, of all things, as opposed to anything else. One of the dreams I had that inspired it, which was the episode, I was having a really weird dream. We were at my house, and someone was there, and I knew that they were there. It was like a friend of a friend. It was like something like that, and they were in the house. And I went to bed in my dream, and I laid down pretty close to the edge of the bed, because I sleep like that. And I'm falling asleep, and then I just feel something entering the room, like the doors opening, and I think I feel like in my head I kind of went, oh, it must be that person. Then I closed my eyes, and I hear the footsteps coming closer and closer. Something's approaching me, and it's slow at first, and then faster and faster, and I'm starting to panic now, because I'm like, what am I going to do? How am I going to escape this? Until it continues, until they're running. And I can't move, I can't wake up, I can't open my eyes. And it stops right in front of my face. And this voice just rapid-fired whispers into my face. I can't even remember what it was. It was like gibberish. It didn't seem malicious. It didn't seem like it wanted to hurt me. But I didn't know what it was. And it just sent chills. And it was like it leapt over me, and I heard it and felt something fall into my bed, and that's when my eyes sprung open, and I everything I could to try and turn and look and see whatever it was that was behind me, until finally, as I was able to break out of it, I woke up. I don't think when I first had it and I first heard these stories initially, the first few stories, I think my brain just sort of locked them away for a little while. And what really, I think inspired it was I was thinking about I wanted to make something new. I want to make something that truly affects people in a scary way. What really scares people? And I thought a lot about horror movies we have, in popular horror movies, and you know, monsters and killers and gore and all that stuff, and that stuff is scary. But there was something scarier about a real occurrence. And this is the fine line of a dream's not real, but it did really happen. Like, you're not in harm's way as far as, anyone can tell. Sleep paralysis doesn't hurt you, but your brain doesn't know that. You're convinced that something's there in the room with you, that something's touching you, that something's lifting you up, that you're moving across the room, that you're falling endlessly. I've heard so many stories now of things that I couldn't even imagine. I wanted to make something to connect people, because who's never had a scary dream? Who's ever had a nightmare or something like that? And I love that. I love that this happens. No, I love that when I can tell these stories and share this, that people go, oh, well, that reminds me of this one dream I had, and you have a dialogue. And I found that people were scared to share their dreams in the weirdest ways. They felt so like sleep paralysis was sort of keeping them from sharing it. Like it was isolating them even outside of being in the dream. And I thought, there are so many communities, thankfully, now for people on the internet. And I was really hopeful that this could be a tool, too, to share with people, to help start the dialogue and help share their dreams and talk about it and feel comfortable talking about it. On top of, being a little creepy. Hopefully we succeeded. Since we've been sharing these episodes and the stories, I've gotten to talk to more people, which it has opened the doors to talk to more people about new dreams that, hopefully we're going to get to make too. Boy, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's crazy. It's things levitating your body and talking, having conversations with your shadow demon and all these things. It's so unreal. I think it's fascinating. I think it's going to be such a cool journey to go on with everybody. This weird world we're creating, and this monster we're bringing along for the ride. And, I'll strap on that green suit as many times as I got to if I can keep making this thing, Apologies to everyone else who has to see it, but, yeah.